Good morning. Welcome to worship this morning. It is so good to see all of you, and I pray that you had a blessed Thanksgiving. Welcome to the first Sunday of Advent already, December 1st, and with it has come the colder weather, so it matches the season. I want to welcome any guests who are with us today. It is always good to welcome new faces and bodies to this place, and I hope that you find the service relevant and meaningful to where you are on your own life's journey. If you are worshiping online, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here this morning in this place virtually, and we welcome you. If this is your first time, I hope that you will come back. We celebrate communion every Sunday in this place, so if you are new here, know that you are welcome at this table. If you are worshiping online, you are welcome at the table, and I invite you to prepare elements to partake later in the service this morning. After worship, there will be a time of coffee and conversation in our fellowship hall, out the door and to the right. There are a lot of announcements in your bulletin and on the screens. Let me lift up just a few. It's time to order poinsettias. There's an envelope out on the table by the sanctuary, right outside the sanctuary, for you to order. Place your order in memory or in honor of a loved one. On the 15th of December, two things are going to be happening. One, during the morning service, we will enjoy and be blessed by Music Sunday with brass and choir and carols. And so I invite you to think about who you might consider inviting coming to the service on that Sunday, and mark it on your calendar now. The theme of music continues after worship that day, as we will go caroling to some of our homebound folks who are unable to be physically present with us in worship. And so if you've never done that before, it is just a true blessing to be able to go and bring some cheer. And even if you can't sing, you're welcome to come. It is more about receiving the joy and the love from the folks we visit, and also giving that love to them. The mitten tree has arrived. It is in the church parlor. The mittens and items go to the children and families at the Seven Corners Children's Center. So I invite you to bring your mittens and other things that are described in your bulletin to the mitten tree and leave them here. It'll be up through January 5th. Today is Healing Ministry Sunday, so if you would like an anointing prayer or a prayer of healing during communion, you're welcome to visit one of our healing ministers on either side and receive that healing or anointing prayer this morning. You'll notice the beautiful art on the front cover of our bulletin. Our theme this year is Words for the Beginning. And you'll notice our quilt, and there's a quilt on the wall as you enter or leave the building. And then we have this beautiful star quilt pattern in the center there. So quilt, our theme is about words that we may need to hear this Advent. Quilt, Mark and I have a beautiful quilt that was made by Janine for our wedding, and we use it every day on our bed. And I can't help but always think the loving hands that were used to make and create that quilt. And I think it's what we are invited to experience as part of this Advent season. So over the course of the next 4 weeks leading up to Christmas, we will weave together many of the stories we've heard again and again, the scriptures that speak of angels and mangers, and the traditions that have been part of our worship practices, into one Advent quilt that tells the story of good news that Christ has been born to a hurting world. Friends, it is time for worship. Let us come and offer our thanks and praise.